Well, you stepped up big Saturday. You led the team in catches and yards as well. When you knew David wasn't going to play, what was the first thought that went through your mind?
I hope my teammate comes back healthy. I hope I can play as best as I can for the team. You know, filling some big shoes. He always most of the time leads us, and leads our group. So, just honestly wanting to step up myself, push myself, and then in our pregame, Drew Brees kind of called a few of the wideouts out to step up this game, and so I wanted to answer the call. So that's what I did.
So when Drew Brees calls you out, how is that?
Well, first of all, him knowing my name kind of made me pretty excited. But honestly, I'm glad that I performed at a high level and answered that. So yeah.
Just on the last drive, I think you had a couple catches. But I think Aiden went to you on 3 straight plays. First one was incomplete, but for him to keep going to you, what does that? What that do for your confidence and kind of maybe help you get through some things?
I mean, honestly, I kind of read it out. I was pretty open, so kind of read it all the way out. I mean, it always feels good to get the ball in your hands. So I mean, yeah, sometimes it happens that way. Sometimes it doesn't. You might not get the ball 4 drives later, and you might get it back every single play. So it just depends on the play and the timing of it. So yeah, but it was awesome feeling.
You've had to deal with some drop passes. I mean, just talk about how you deal with that, how you try to put it behind you and move forward and just kind of focus on that next play.
Honestly, everyone has their adversity, and that's something that I got to get better at. I got to limit my drop passes in these past couple games. That's what I'm going to be working on. Coach Shep talking about I have to get 500 on the jugs this past week, and that's what I'm going to do. That's what I need to do. But honestly, it's just something that you got to work through. Everyone has their own adversities during the game, and you got to work through it. And if you don't, then it's going to be your own mental block. So I do it.
How do you deal with it? Like, how do you process it so you can move on to the next play?
Take a deep breath and say, let's go, boys. Let's get it done. So honestly, you can't think about really anything too much or too long, or it's going to set you back, or you'd be like you're open as a wide out and they go to the other side of the field. You can't think about it. You're just going to be like, next play, let's go. So don't think about it too long and just persevere. Have some more confidence for the next play.
Now, do you have to catch 500 in one day off the jugs or for the week?
Oh, no, in a day. Oh, yeah, for the day.
Have you done that yet today?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to have to do that tomorrow.
You go out there this past week, and when the ball does get in your hands, you're making some big plays, and you're pretty visibly, amped up on the sidelines. Do you take pride in just kind of helping the offense get energized, when you are able to go out there? And
oh yeah, I'm super loud. I'm probably the loudest amongst the wideouts, and I enjoy it a lot. I like getting the crowd involved. I soak up every minute of it, man. Time is precious, and as much time as I'm on the field and I'm on the sideline and our whole stadium is packed, man, I just like to soak it up and enjoy every single moment. So if I can energize the offense, if I can energize the fans, if I can just pump everybody up when defense is on the field, I do what I can. It's a lot of fun, man. Yeah.
Coach Fromm says you're one of the hardest working guys on the team, and you set a good example. You sort of had to wait your turn sometimes with Rondell and David Bell around you. Just talk about that, the drive that you have and the work ethic you seem to bring to practice, and obviously on Saturdays too.
I see it as kind of a blessing in disguise. David and Rondell especially, I mean, he was going to get his touches or whatever, but I learned so much from him, from his footwork to how he practiced to, his route running, how he got out of breaks, and then now he's in, the NFL doing great things. And then David as well. So waiting my turn honestly helped me. And then when I got my time to show it a little bit, I performed. But still, I'm really, really glad that I had that time to develop, if that makes sense. Because, my freshman year had a lot of drops. Wasn't knowing the playbook as well. but just running around. But I do take pride in practice. That's one of the things I did learn from the older guys, is taking pride in practice. So
Just what was the confidence in the receiver room after last week's game with Dur doing what he did, TJ stepping up and making some plays, and yourself? I mean, is a high level of confidence there that some of the guys that haven't got a lot of playing time yet stepped up and made plays?
Well, this is the thing that we always say. It doesn't matter who is in the game. The standard is the standard. So if you go into the game, there's a certain standard that you have to meet no matter what is going on or who's in the game. So if TJ's in there, Abdur, had that big catch over the middle, he just played at our standard, and that is our standard no matter who's in the game. Brock, TJ, Jackson, that is our standard in the room. So me seeing them perform at a high level, I'm not surprised. That's what they're supposed to do, and they've been doing it out here. Just a lot of people just don't see it, So for other people to see it, it makes me proud and makes me happy. But for me, I expect it from them.